Hey, how's it going, everybody? Aliens walk among us, and we are a part of a galactic experiment. My name is Miguel.
And this is Diego.
And welcome back to Winging It. So Polytopia.
Oh man, don't get me started.
I've been playing Polytopia for basically every day, like a couple games a day.
So bad.
And honestly, I think that it does sharpen your strategy muscle. There's a strategy muscle. We don't live life just, on strategy mode.
Agreed.
We usually live on survival mode, right? So
What do you mean by that?
So in your day-to-day, right, you wake up,
Okay.
you eat your breakfast,
Okay.
you take your shower, right?
Sure.
You go, I'm talking about the average person,
Right. That non-average person doesn't take a shower.
You go to your job, you get out of your job, you go home, you eat, you play a game or two, and then you go to sleep, right?
Correct.
And nowhere in that do you sharpen a strategy muscle. You don't reiterate strategy in a normal life, right?
Okay.
I honestly think it takes doing something that is strategy oriented to like have that feedback loop of like, where is my best position, right? Where am I compared to my opponent?
Right.
How can I best position myself to beat my opponent? And am I over indexing on my resources?
Yeah, I can see that in a game for sure.
Yeah.
I don't see that in real life because, nobody's out here trying to see like, where's my opponent? What's he doing? What can I do to up one him? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But okay, so you've been playing Polytopia a lot. You see that it's sharpening that strategy muscle.
And I'm using it. Like I'm thinking in ways differently from how I used to think, right? Okay. I'm positioning myself in ways that are different from how I used to position myself.
Okay.
In the real world.
Better ways. In what way? Like, how are you positioning yourself on a day-to-day basis, right? Where, like, now this muscle that you're strengthening, how's it helping you?
In ways that are secret, Diego.
Oh, okay.
I can't tell you.
Gotcha. So what, you see it as now every day you wake up, you're thinking, what's the best move so that I can, beat my opponent?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see how you can do that from the game. I mean, I've been playing it for a little while. I got to be honest. I played it. I liked it so much that I immediately deleted it. I uninstalled it because I knew what it was going to do to me. It was going to, make me go back to it, give it a couple more hours.
Let's go.
But no, I got it. I installed it again. Obviously, I've played it with you a couple times. It's an interesting game. I hate it. I hate it with all my being because I know what it can do to me. Like, it can consume me, and my attention and my time. And so right now I'm against that, which is why I'm not really playing as much.
I have won a tournament today.
Nice. You're going the opposite way.
I won my first Polytopia tournament. Let's go.
Diving in deep.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool. I won't knock it because I can see how it can help people that like enjoy those kinds of things and like can see benefit from it. Me personally, I know it's just a hindrance. So I can see both sides, right? There's people that I can help, there's people that I can't help. I don't think all games are bad. No, because I see that there's benefit in some ways to some games. So I can meet you there halfway.
Yeah. Talking about games and entertainment that isn't worthwhile, the Vision Pro is out.
Oh, man.
The fucking Vision Pro.
Yo, tell the people about it, man.
I have watched so many videos on the Vision Pro.
I've overheard them.
And, dude, it's awesome. It is, so it's this device. It's Apple's latest Generation 1, right, device. You can wear over your eyes. So it's basically a screen that is creating the real world in a virtual, thing.
Okay.
And you could then put augmented reality screens and windows everywhere in this virtual world, right?
Okay.
And you could live life with windows that have anything you want to watch. So that has like Safari, like, YouTube, whatever, your messages, all around you. You could immerse yourself in like
Your phone.
the Appalachian Mountains, right?
Right.
Or in the desert. So you could put yourself where you can look all around you and you are in a desert and you have all these apps around you. And you could look at your Mac, your Apple device, and you can open up the window that you're going to use, the monitor, right? And you can make the monitor huge and like theater almost, right? Like 4K. And it is, people say like, well, what, if you were in the market for something, what would it replace? It would replace a monitor.
Right.
But it's a monitor that you can take anywhere. You can take it in the airport. You can walk around in the street.
That's crazy.
And wear this thing and have all these apps around you.
That sounds insane.
And
the future is now.
No, the thing is, I'm not in the market for a monitor.
Right.
I have a pretty good monitor.
Okay.
I'm on the market
that's right.
for a computer. My computer is actually pretty bad.
Yeah,
It's 10 years old. I'm actually gonna buy a new computer.
Nice.
I'm gonna make a $4,000 computer because I need it for the next things.
The next steps.
The next, like the roadmap of what this is and what we're gonna make here. I need a $4,000 computer to make that happen.
Yeah, and this roadmap showed you that you need a new one.
Yeah,
which is good because you're able to check that off.
And yeah, I'm also thinking about making another big purchase for things that are gonna matter. I'll just talk about it now. So I'm gonna buy my film equipment again.
Nice.
I had film equipment, and then I sold it, and then I bought a drone, and I don't have film equipment anymore, so I just have the drone. But now that I'm like getting into the drone and I know I'm gonna use it and whatnot, I feel comfortable. I have a 0 APR credit card.
All right.
And it's 0 APR for 16 months.
Let's go. Getting in debt 101.
But the thing is that I have stocks that are gonna sell, invest at work in November.
Right.
So those stocks can actually pay for this entire credit card.
Right.
It's like $18,000, and I think those stocks are gonna reach $18,000 or more.
I mean, I think it's smart you're using the zero interest APR.
Yeah. Like if you have zero interest anything, that's really good. That's a good advantage. Just you do it wisely, right? Don't just F around with the money.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
I have this vision.
Okay.
I am going to. I bought the drone. Mm-hmm. Right. The drone was like $2,600. I bought it on OfferUp. I'm gonna buy film equipment, which is gonna be around $8,000. Okay. And I'm gonna buy the computer, which I need to like edit everything, which is gonna be like $4,000. All right. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna make an Excel spreadsheet.
Okay.
And I'm going to have all my expenses lined up, and then when I have income generated from the equipment, right?
Right.
When I make videos for people and make money off that, I'm gonna write it in the Excel spreadsheet until I even out. Until it pays for itself. And I'll track that here.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Should be interesting to see when all that comes in.
All right. So for our fitness, we lost weight. I lost weight.
Yeah. Correct yourself. One of us lost weight.
I lost weight. So I'm down to 196.8 pounds.
Nice.
Where you at?
I maintained weight. I didn't lose weight. I wanted to lose 2 pounds, but I am still at 196 pounds. So
nice.
You caught up to me, man.
Well, almost. I'm at 196.8.
Right. But yeah, I basically maintained. I was shooting for 2 pounds. I wanted to go to 194. It's actually good that I didn't lose weight because I could tell right away. I was like, I didn't focus on lowering calories. I was just kind of eating the same thing, and I was working out. I was like, maybe I'll lose weight without really thinking about it, right? And nope, the reality showed that as soon as I stopped thinking about losing weight and focusing on losing weight,
you started eating
stopped.
food.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't overeat or anything. I ate the normal things, but the week before that, I didn't really change too much drastically, and I lost 6 pounds. This week, I was like, maybe I'll just do the normal routine, and I'll be able to lose more weight. But no, it seems like I plateaued. So now I can tell by not losing these 2 pounds, I have to refocus on losing 2 pounds, and I have to make sure I'm on my diet, I'm on what I'm eating. You know what I mean? Like, so it helped me realize, I need a little bit more focus, because that's why I wasn't able to meet the goal for the week.
Yeah. So I lost 3.5 pounds, 3.5 pounds.
Right on, dude.
And I'm gonna recalibrate my weekly goals. I chose 5. It was super arbitrary, right?
Okay.
So now my weekly goal is gonna be 3.5, just to match what I did this past week.
So 3.5 pounds.
Yep.
To lose. Nice.
So that is next week's goal, is to lose 3.5 pounds. I weigh 196.8. By this time next week, my goal is 193.3.
Okay.
And
193. Okay.
And the bigger goal is 180. So.
But so for me, for fitness, right? My goal was to lose 2 pounds. Didn't meet that goal, so now I know what to focus on for this week. I'm gonna again shoot for 2 pounds, drop down to 194. I was able to increase reps and or weights for every single one of my workouts again, and that's probably because I kept the same amount of calories. I didn't change my diet at all, so I was able to increase. What I'm trying to do next week is increase just the weight. So normally I say either weight or reps, and I do it like very lightweight. But now I want to increase my strength. So I'm going to increase the weight on everything and lower my rep count, because obviously it's new weight. So I'm going to establish a new threshold for what I can do in regards to weight and reps, because I'm going higher in weight. And then the last thing that I want to set for next week, because last week I was supposed to look at vitamins and supplements, and I have a couple. I still haven't really been able to see if there's any, definitive changes in my body. So I'm going to continue to monitor as I do maybe a couple more weeks with the new products that I'm taking. And then if I see any changes, I'll go ahead and bring them up. But for this next week, what I actually want to do is I want to create a little bit more discipline for my day-to-day daily workouts. So I've actually decided to start, before we did any of this, I was doing 50 push-ups a day, every day. But after starting this, I kind of stopped that, because some days I'm like really tired. So I was like, maybe I'm just going to hold off, because I don't want to make my arms hurt and for the workouts or whatever. So I just kind of like slowed it down a little bit. But now I want to start that back up, and I want to do it religiously. So I'm going to start by committing to 30 push-ups in the morning, 30 push-ups at night. And the reason why I'm doing it like this is because I want to kind of just increase workouts according to my schedule. So everybody has different schedules, and a lot of people can come up with a variety of ways to say why they can't work out. So what I want to do is, around my schedule, regardless of how crazy my schedule is, and I work a lot, and sometimes I don't have time for everything, but I'm going to figure out a way to do it.
All you do is work.
Exactly. And I'm going to figure out a way to add more workouts, regardless of how much I work, because I want to work out more. I want to be more fit. And I know the only way to do that is to increase my workout workload. So I'm going to start simple, right? Back then I started at 10 push-ups a day. Now I'm a little bit more ahead. So I'm going to actually do 30 push-ups morning and night every single day. And I'm going to commit to that. So it's going to also build discipline, because I have to do it no matter what. Every day, Monday through Sunday, not Monday through Friday. Every day. And that's my goals for next week.
That's awesome. I wish I can add push-ups to my daily regimen. Mm-hmm. I'm still a little scared, because even though I haven't done push-ups, I haven't felt the pain that I felt last time.
Right.
I'm afraid that it might come back.
Start with one. Start with one a day, because that's where I started, man. If you want, obviously. Yeah. It's not something you have to do.
But one thing I did notice this past week, I got weaker, Diego.
Oh, no.
I got weaker, Diego.
It happens. You're losing weight.
I lost. Well, yeah. But I'm glad the fact that I'm going consistently, I'm not losing it as fast as I used to.
Right.
I lost 1 rep.
I mean, that's not that bad.
I lost 1 rep. So when I talk about like my workouts, I'm really just talking about bench press, just because I think that's like the definitive workout that like kind of puts all of like this upper body muscle groups to the test.
Right.
Because like consistently across all workouts, I haven't actually lost a lot of strength, but on bench press, I lost 1 rep. I used to be able to do 6 reps for 4 sets, and now I can only do 5.
Okay.
That's not that bad, but I could still do like 16 to 19 reps straight on 135. That's a 45 on each side.
Okay.
So like the strength isn't gone, and like a 145 on a 45 on each side still feels pretty light.
Yeah, you can still do the same amount of weight. It's just you're running low on energy.
Yeah, exactly, dude. When you're running low on carbs, you like the carbs give you like intensity. It gives you that explosion that I don't have anymore. When I'm at the gym, I gas out. I get sleepy.
Oh no.
I get sleepy during the workout. That's how you know you're running on empty.
That's bad. Yeah, you're gassed.
I'm gassed out. But I'm losing weight. So I'm losing weight and I'm not losing muscle as fast.
And that's only happening because you're focusing on both.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would lose muscle.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think the takeaway here is that if you don't want to lose muscle as fast, you have to just consistently work out and make sure your body knows that you're still trying to use and exert the same force.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right. So down to our finance goals. So last week I clocked in at 2,000 public portfolio.
Okay.
Of $2,277 in my public account.
Okay.
I am currently I invested money. I'm not up this money. I'm about to say.
Okay.
We didn't have to pay rent this month.
Oh, that's what you're bringing up. Okay.
Because we didn't have to pay rent this month because we came in with an offer, right?
Okay.
And next month, that's the month that I get paid 3 times in that month. I don't know if you track that, but there's 2 months in the year that you get paid 3 times.
Just you.
I'm sure everyone does. It's the way that days work.
The weeks?
Yeah, just the way the weeks
work.
work.
That's what you're talking about. Okay, go.
So next month is the month that I get paid 3 times. So because of those things,
okay.
I invested some money. And I currently have a public account.
Here we go. Let us know.
$7,200.
That's rent.
And $69. So that's where it is. The public account is worth $7,269.
And what is that in?
So I have 1,000 shares of FUBO, ChargePoint,
okay,
OTLY.
Interesting.
100 shares of SOFI.
Okay.
And 50 shares of Palantir.
All right.
Yeah. So I have 1,000 shares of FUBO, ChargePoint, OTLY. So FUBO, again, it's like a sports first streaming service.
Okay.
Right. It's kind of like the Netflix of sports, or YouTube TV. If you think that live sports streaming is going to take off in the future, FUBO is second to YouTube TV.
Okay.
Right. I also have 1,000 shares of ChargePoint. Like 4 months ago, ChargePoint used to be worth a $10 per share stock price. It is America's #1 EV charging service. So what they do is they make charging stations and they sell it to people. They don't keep the stations; they just sell it to people, right?
Okay.
And they are the #1 service in America that does that when it comes to EV charging. We have I think the US has an agenda to turn most cars into EV, right? To have people start buying EV cars. And we don't have the infrastructure for that. We don't have charging ports everywhere. That when you go to your plaza, your near plaza that has Skater Brothers, right? Mm-hmm. You don't see EV charging everywhere, right? You're starting to see it a little bit, but it's not everywhere.
True.
And we live in California, so who knows how it is everywhere else, right? So I think this is my bet on the future of EV charging, right?
Okay.
I'm betting on the company that has the biggest market share in the U.S. And then OTLY. I have 1,000 shares of OTLY. It costs like $1.99 or whatever. I think OTLY isn't going anywhere. I think the company is not going to go bankrupt. And these companies that are not making money right now, I believe that the way that investors, that institutions pour money into stocks is going to flip.
Okay.
I truly 100% am putting my faith in this narrative that when we became, we started to raise interest rates because of inflation, to fight inflation, companies then flipped their sentiment on the market, right? So a $60 stock, FUBO, went down to $1.
Oh, shit.
Right? When that happened, it's the reverse is going to happen when we start cutting interest rates. It's that simple. That narrative is very simple. So we're going to start cutting interest rates. I listened to the Federal Reserve conversations, the meetings that they have. They have 8 meetings in a year. 8 scheduled meetings. And in these FOMC meetings, they have said that they have paused the raising of interest rates. They are currently at a pause, and they will cut soon.
Okay.
And I think that once they cut, the biggest winner is going to be small cap companies. Companies that are growth companies that are currently needing to borrow money to continue growing, but will become profitable. Mm-hmm. So their growth potential is going to be what's highly valued.
Okay. So that's why you're doing it.
Yes.
That's what your belief is based on.
Yes.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
And then I have 100 shares of SOFI. So I flipped SOFI last week.
Let's go. Now you're talking my language here.
So SOFI was worth, I had 190 shares last week, right?
All right.
And I had, the 190 shares at $7.88 a share. And it ran to like $9.20. It went up like 20%.
I see.
It was huge.
Good move.
I sold at $8.57.
Nice.
And I made $130.
Let's go. Good stuff.
And then, guess what? When I
What?
sold everything, it dipped. It went all the way down.
You called it, dude.
It went down to $7.90, like 80 cents. I bought at $7.97. I rebought 100 shares.
Nice. Oh, so you're back in.
I'm back in, but I want to make I want to build a 10,000 share position on the company,
Okay.
which is currently worth like $79,000.
Okay.
But right now, I'm shooting for 1,000 shares.
Oh, so your goal's in shares.
Yeah. So I have 100 shares. I need 900 more. My goal for next week is to continue buying in the $500 into SOFI until I build a 1,000 share thing with the company.
Gotcha. Okay, not bad. Okay, so for this week, my finance, right? Actually, let me start with last week. So, portfolio, right? I had last week 79,555 DAI that I had bought with my allowed allocation of $180. And I was also going to be looking for other long-term positions to hold within the Pulse chain ecosystem. So that's exactly what I found, but just want to get a little bit into what it is that I'm getting into. So the Pulse chain ecosystem, it's like the marketplace that you can go into and buy, right? You can go ahead and go in there, buy all these different coins. People are creating coins. This is the wild, wild west that everybody's talking about when it comes to crypto because it's completely decentralized. But inside of this marketplace, there's another creator, another wallet, creating like another entire enterprise, okay? And the creator of this wallet, they go by the name of Maria Hello, and what they created essentially like this entire ATROPA ecosystem. It's like a ecosystem within an ecosystem. It's crazy. But I've done a lot of deep dives into telegrams and research on all this stuff, so I understand that DAI is going to $1, and ATROPA is a multiplier. So ATROPA, if DAI goes to $1, ATROPA does 30x whatever DAI did. So if DAI's $1, ATROPA's $30 when that hits. And because of that narrative, I realized, okay, this is another long-term play that I'm gonna get on. So I essentially bought into ATROPA. ATROPA's a coin. There's an entire ecosystem around this coin and DAI, but I bought into two of the major coins that are in this ecosystem, that being DAI and now ATROPA. So I bought with the $180 that I'm allowed to buy with, 9,961 ATROPA. That is the equivalent of $180. So these are the two holds that I now have in this crypto portfolio that we're doing for this. It is 79,557 DAI, currently worth about 160 some dollars. So I lost a little bit of value there. And ATROPA, 9,961, currently worth $180. So that's what I did for my new coin that I decided to also invest in. Now, the last thing, I also said last week that I was going to be selling random stuff. So I managed to sell $90 worth of things. And I'm going to be throwing those $90 into crypto this upcoming week. So instead of the 180, it'll be 270.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and now. So basically, that's what I did last week, right? This week, I'm gonna go ahead and track how my performance is doing for these coins that I've acquired, and see if there's any other things that I can do to make my position even better, more lucrative for me. I'm also gonna look into other coins within this ecosystem because there's a lot of people creating a lot of different coins. And I'm going to be looking into figuring out what coins can give me a passive return. Because I see that there's a lot of different coins coming out in this ecosystem that pay you passively just for holding coins. So I'm going to look into that and I'm going to see which coins are the better paying coins. I'm going to go ahead and dive into that and try to pick some of those up. And I'll update you on that next week. I'm also going to keep trying for next week. I'm going to keep trying to sell whatever it is that I can sell. And all of that extra cash that I accumulate from whatever I can sell is going to go straight to crypto. So if I do sell anything else, I'll update you guys here and you'll see it as crypto the week after.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good segue to my financial insights here.
Yeah. What do you got for me this week, dude? What have you learned?
So I have always believed this thing, and that's that there's always another opportunity in the market, right? There's always another opportunity in the market. Meaning, when you have a speculative asset, you never want to FOMO in your entire portfolio, right?
True.
You never want to believe that one asset, and by asset I mean like thing, that's like a cryptocurrency or a stock or whatever, can make you rich. Because if that asset underperforms, like you're betting all your eggs in one basket, right?
Yeah.
And if that one thing underperforms, then you're screwed. You're left holding the bag.
Yep.
Also, I think that if you act this way, you might not have full control over your emotions. And your emotions might be the shot caller, might make the decisions for you, right?
Okay.
So for anyone who is investing in anything, I would say a really good thing to remember is that just because you sold and it kept going up, right? You sold at a profit and it kept going up. Good job. You made a profit, right? There's always another opportunity. Don't get so caught up in the like, oh my God, I need to hit the top. Oh my God, I sold it and it kept going up, you know?
I made a bad play.
Yeah. That mentality is gambling. It's not investing.
Yeah, it's detrimental.
Yeah, it there's a huge difference between gambling and investing. And that's like if I could be a teacher, which like in another universe I'm a teacher, and I teach these like courses on finances,
right?
Or maybe in this universe,
we'll see.
Like I would have a class that is entirely based upon gambling versus investing. What's the difference?
Right.
Because a lot of people think that gambling is investing, and those people make it really, 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 really big, and then they lose it all, and then it's like, oh, sad. Yeah. So
yeah, fast money goes away fast.
Yeah. And that's sort of like how I'm playing all of this. It's like I have a bag of Doge, right? If it hits $1, I have $500,000.
That's like your riskiest investment.
But I don't care about it, right?
Right.
Because I have $7,000 in stocks.
Right.
And in stocks that are in different things. I have a stock in like tech. I have a stock in beauty products. I have a stock in fintech. I have a stock in
milk.
AI. I have a stock in oat milk. It's called diversification.
Yeah.
And it's good to diversify. Now, I will just say that in the Pulse chain ecosystem,
okay,
you could think that you might be diversified within the ecosystem, right?
Okay.
But if the ecosystem entirely, that ecosystem goes down, then you kind of lose it all. I think
no, it's true. I mean, when people sell, prices go down.
Yeah. And like you have all your eggs in the Pulse chain basket.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
About all my eggs in the Pulse chain basket?
Yeah, all of them.
I mean, I'm in crypto. I'm in all of crypto. Just because I do it through Pulse chain doesn't mean I'm just strictly in Pulse chain. I can move my crypto to Ethereum or Polygon or any other.
But you're not. Well, yeah. I would.
I will say that I'm in the crypto industry. Like all my eggs are in there, and all yours are in the stock.
But the thing is that stocks do not trade together, right? Yeah. Like stocks trade differently depending on what stock you're in.
Right.
Crypto trades together.
Not all the time, but yeah, most of the time.
Yeah, you're right, because the crypto and the Ethereum blockchain trades together. Pulse chain's a little bit different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Wild Wild West back
It's
here.
a different marketplace, man. Things are moving differently. That's why I'm in this new and exciting blockchain. For me, I've done stocks. I've made some money in stocks, and what I've realized from doing that is it's slow money. It's money to be made for those who already have money. I'm not saying you can't grind your way through it and be successful in it. You definitely can. It just takes time. And what I saw right now is this opportunity that presented itself in front of me right now, right? I'm alive right now. So in the year 2023, 2024, I saw opportunities in crypto that I didn't see anywhere else, which is why I pulled the trigger and I made the jump to go ahead and embark on this new industry of new technology that nobody really knows about. Everybody's figuring it out. And that's really what I love about it, is that I go into these telegrams and it's people just trying to learn together. And everybody's about building this ecosystem as a community. It's awesome. And on top of that, I get to make money. So, you know what I mean? It's a win-win for me. That's why I do it.
Do you have any?
Yeah. So for my financial insight, right? Because it's actually interesting you talk about opportunity. Mine also has to do with opportunity. But what I am going to say about opportunity is that it won't just come to you. Opportunity, for me at least, has been something that I've constantly have to be after. Like, if I'm not constantly after it and prepared for it, it's rare that it will show itself to me. It's what I've noticed in my existence, right? Because there's been many times in the past where I've had opportunities and I've missed them. A lot of the times I misinterpreted that as bad luck, for example, because in another world, if I would have taken that opportunity because I was prepared for it, then I would have been like, oh, I had good luck. But because that didn't happen, I perceived that as bad luck. But in reality, what it really is me not being prepared for opportunity. And all of us have opportunity present itself to us. Throughout our life, all of us have opportunity. It just depends on whether you take it, whether you're after it, whether you're prepared for it. And that's my biggest takeaway from all this stuff that I'm doing. It's only available to me because I consistently for years looked, what is the best opportunity for me? And I was thankfully prepared enough to be able to embark in it when it presented itself to me. So that's my biggest financial takeaway from this.
Nice.
Yeah. So how's personal going, dude?
Personal goals. I passed the pilot certificate test.
Let's go.
So I scored a 90%. I missed 6 out of 60 questions, even after studying my ass off for 2 weeks.
That's not bad, dude. That's great.
90%?
Dude, that's great. That's an A.
It's an A minus.
Come on, man. It's an A.
Yeah, but I have my pilot certificate. I could now legally fly a drone for commercial purposes.
Nice.
For the next 2 years before I have to take another exam.
Oh, okay. So it's a 2 year. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. At least it's not yearly.
I'm psyched because I don't have to study for a test anymore.
Oh,
but
nice.
I'm going to keep studying because my next week's goal is going to be to... So when I first got into this whole testing thing and I figured out that you have to do that, I bought a program.
Okay.
I bought an online course called the Pilot Institute.
Nice.
And in that bundle, not only did I buy the study course for the Part 107 certificate, it also came with a course on drone maneuvers.
Okay.
And a course on how to start a successful drone business. So I am going to, my next week's goal is to finish the drone maneuvers course. It's 50 maneuvers.
Damn. How many videos how many classes is that?
I have, it's
It's
more than 50.
Jeez.
It's like
Okay.
60.
It's not bad. Hey, so that's cool.
How many is that? I'll do 10 a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do 10 a day. And by this time next week, my goal is to have a full understanding of every maneuver you can do with the drone and to write and be able to tell you guys a roadmap for my future videos, knowing what a drone is capable of.
Okay.
I was going to make a goal this week of making a video and watching that video in this podcast.
Okay.
But I'm going to do that next week.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So next week, my goal is going to be to make a video about the Claremont Loop. There's a really cool loop in Claremont. It's a 5-mile hike. The elevation is super high, and it's freaking beautiful.
Okay.
And that, I think next week's goal is most likely going to be to take everything I learned from this week, all those maneuvers, and to make a really good 2 to 3 minute like loop spotlight video. And
Okay.
we'll watch that here between you and I. I'll show it to you for the first time.
Okay.
And then I'll show it in the video.
All right, that's for next week's goal.
That's the week after.
Gotcha. So next week's goal is just learn first.
To learn, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a lot. Okay, so cool, man. For me, I was supposed to, let's see, I was supposed to finish all of the lessons from this content creation course that I had embarked on, right? So the entire first, I guess, lessons, you could say, was all about mastering the software itself. So I'm using Premiere Pro, and I now know how to do video, how to edit, how to do edit sound. I learned literally a lot of stuff. I watched 54 videos, all of them about just content creation and learning how to master this software. I did it. I was able to do it in
Nice.
1 week. Yeah, I thought it was a lot, but then as I was doing it, I was like, oh man, I'm destroying these, you know what I mean? These courses, so I could totally do it.
Yeah.
Which is why for next week, I have decided to give myself an even harder challenge. For the next week, I looked at how many courses I have now. So like the next part of this is all going to be about learning how to involve AI and different AI softwares into all these like content creations, things that I've learned. So I'm going to be learning about AI. But that is going to be a total of 149 videos for the next, part of the lessons. And I've decided to do that all within the next week.
149 videos?
149 videos.
Holy.
I'm going to do them all next week. And I already did the math. I have to do 21 to 22 videos a day, every day, Monday through Sunday, so that I can actually finish it. So that's my goal. Pretty much that's it. I'm just going to try to finish that. And it's actually testing something, right? Because I'm testing. I didn't think I could do 54 in 1 week. And then I did. So now I'm testing. I'm like, I'm going to give myself a bigger amount of workload. And I'm going to still restrict my time. Because if I manage to accomplish this little mission or this little test that I'm doing, right? will have effectively shown myself that I can accomplish more in a smaller time frame just because I restricted my time. Right, so I want to see that as well as part of all this personal thing that I'm doing. So that's me for next week.
Nice. So closing remarks here.
What do you got, man?
All you do is live and breathe Pulse Chain.
The crypto, bro. That's right.
So my closing remarks is gonna be
Talk to me, dude.
If you get rich,
Okay.
you deserve it.
Thank you, man.
Because
I was about to fight you. I don't know what you were going to say.
It's a full-time job for you, man. It's a full-time job.
Yeah, I do it a lot.
Not
I'm
only-
in it all the time.
You're obsessed. Obsessed with it.
I mean, you could use the word.
So I just want to give you props that like, hey, I believe in something called law of attraction.
Okay.
And what that says is that if you want something, you just have to believe that it's real. And it's yours. It's the world we live in.
Right.
And you are crazy for crypto right now.
I love it, dude. It's
So,
I found, you know what I equate it to? I equate it to me having found like the fountain of youth back in the day. You know, that was a real thing. People like sought after that. I equate it to that, or I equate it to like me finding gold. You know what I mean? When people first found gold, they lost their minds. They're like, "Oh my God, we're rich." That's what I have found, this new technology that I get to be a part of and learn along with everybody else. It's awesome. That's why I'm really, like, as you would say, obsessed with it.
Nice.
For me, closing remarks, I don't know, man. I don't think I got anything this week. No, I will say this though. Good job on the test, man.
Thanks.
I'm not blowing smoke up your butt, but good stuff, because a lot of people will say that they'll do that and they won't.
Right.
So you did it. And I don't know a lot of people that could just be that determined and actually get it done. So good stuff. Props to you, man. We're
Thanks.
doing good, bro. We're doing good. It's
Yeah.
good stuff. Please like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment. Feel free to ask us anything, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Later.